Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Happy Mask Monday. How was everybody's weekend? I'm actually pre-filming this the night before. Well, yeah, we're going into evening. It's getting dark out there. Because, I want to make sure I'm fresh and ready to go for tomorrow with airiness. I am in a special collab. It is a butterfly collab. I've never done this mask yet. And Kim from, oh boy, I'm losing my hanging out with Kim. I almost went back to her old channel name. Asked me and Teresa over at Tea Time Adventures if we would like to partake in this butterfly collab. So I said, of course, yes. So I'm very excited to use this. This is what it's going to look like on the front, it looks like, on the package. And I do recall other people have used this, and I do remember the butterflies. I remember Kim has recently done one too, where she had the butterflies on. And this is also raspberry scented, so I'm excited for this. How was everybody's weekend? Did you do anything special? I have while I'm putting the mask on, a slight story to tell you all about. I don't know if you guys see my posts and stuff on YouTube, but I had a test I had to go for on Friday, and it looks like you open it up upside down because see, I see the little tear thing here. This is one of those ones where you're going to leave on for 15 to 20 minutes, and afterwards remove, discard the face mask. One-time use only. Okay, cool. And long story short, I was getting out of my appointment, and it was funny. I was talking with one of my friends on the phone. I said, you know what? I'm in this town right now. I'm going to send you a picture of what the sky looks like. I said, the sky is bubbling. The clouds are bubbling. That's all I saw. And she's like, okay. So I sent it to her. She answers me. And then like not even a half an hour, I'm done. I'm through with my test. And then I see the shelf cloud rolling in. And you only heard like the tiniest little rumble of thunder in the background. It was like nothing crazy. So I took a picture and all was well. And I myself am having a problem opening this, so bear with me. I do got my scissors near me today. Yay. Long story short, I snap the picture, I get in the car, and I go. By the time I left the parking lot, which wasn't even less than a minute later, the whole sky just like literally opened up. I never saw so much wind, rain, everything that was occurring except hail. I swear I either got caught in a downburst or very straight line winds, and that's never happened to me like when I'm behind the wheel, especially in a Jeep. So I'm like worried. I'm like, I'm in a soft top Jeep at the moment. It is thunder, lightning, wind. I was hard trying to keep the car on the road. At one time I wanted to pull over with everyone else, but then everyone started driving again. So I was just like, all right, I'll go with the flow. But it was rather intense and creepy. And the way I say, it came in so fast, it left so fast. However, the fact that I was driving, I happened to have been driving in the same direction that the storm was moving. So if you were in one town, the storm was in and out within less than 10 minutes. If you were stuck driving in it, I had a good almost half an hour, 40-minute trip back being stuck in this storm. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Now, growing up as a kid, I always wanted to be a storm chaser. Believe it or not, I wanted to be those ones, chasing tornadoes. But now that I really see, the damage that they cause and what they do, it's like, would I ever want to pursue doing something like that as a hobby? No, I don't think so. Not anymore. Too much destruction, too much heartache and heart loss, and just loss in general. But it was rather intense, and definitely was an adrenaline rush. Look at this mask. This is so cute. Okay, so I gotta use the phone here with this on. And I'm glad I had my little story time doing that, because it gave me a chance to open up the mask. Because I am bad when it comes to these things. So we're gonna see if I might have to put my hair back with something. I don't know. I like this already. It's so cool. It's got little butterflies on it. And guys, let's do some little chatting about Teresa and Kim. We'll start off with Kim. Hanging out with Kim. She does great things over on her channel. If you guys know Kim, she is a Michael Myers fan. That's for certain. And let's see, she does antiquing with her mom. She does Mass Monday. She's been doing, I don't know if they're exactly thrift hauls, but she has been going to thrift stores, and she's been showing these really cool dresses lately and stuff. You know, especially for the summertime to, just, relax in and stuff, like one pieces. I wouldn't mind getting me some of those. And this actually went on so nice. I love it. I am going to put my hair back though, just in case. Let's see. I got this from last week. Let's see if it just goes back a little bit. I don't want to mess with the mask. Just to keep the hair from going forward. Okay, that helps. I love this. So yes, Kim has a channel of her own. I will leave her link in my description box down below. Guys, go check her out, definitely. And besides Mass Mondays, she just does a lot of fun stuff over on her channel. I'm not 100% certain if she does lives anymore, but sometimes she will do a, I think they're like pop up. Like she'll just pop up in a live one time and it's just like, whoa. Or, it's cool, when you catch her in the act. So it's awesome. And then we have Teresa over Tea Time Adventures. And she does a lot over on her channel too. Besides Mass Mondays, she does... she gets this meal subscription. I think it's called Every Plate, and she shows that. She does unboxings. She is a Formula One girly, I want to say, along with her guy. They do this stuff and everything. Losing train of thought. We love doing hauls. We love showing off our makeup. We love doing empties. And especially we love doing collabs, and stay tuned because this collab is going to have something special in the end, so stick around. Okay, so Kim came up with some fun questions for us. This is just general summer fun questions, and I want to say real quick, I'm just briefly going to show. Teresa sent this to me in the mail. I love it ahead of time. I've printed out other questions, so thank you, Teresa, for doing that. That is so awesome. And I already took the liberty of writing down my answers. Otherwise, I got stories for almost every question. And we don't want to be here for like an hour and a half. Okay, so if you are masking today, what kind of mask are you using? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're just stopping on by, and I know some say that, they're here, they're watching, they just don't like commenting. Because, it's not that they don't like to, they just... are embarrassed or don't want to, say anything. You don't have to. You don't ever have to, I'm not making anybody comment out there. But if you just want, to say hi or something, you can always just drop me an emoji. I'll respond no matter what. Okay, so I'm a little blind here. Question, well, they're not questions. They're all right, so we're not going to do question 1, 2, 3. So just questions straight out there. It looks like there's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10 questions. First question. What's your favorite summer activity? And my answer, believe it or not, we are in summertime. So my favorite activity is, of course, swimming. I love the pool. I love the beach. The fact that I'm a Pisces, I love the color blue. Summertime is just one of those, times of the season that I get to do things like swimming. Plus, it's good, with less gravity and everything. I'm looking for my glasses as I am talking because I'm blind. I cannot read off my notebook today. I love swimming. I'm a water bug. I will turn prune. The only way sometimes you will get me out of a pool is if there is like a storm on the horizon or something. I'm trying not to give you guys such a bad glare, so I'm dropping down my glasses just a bit. Okay, perfect. But yeah, swimming, love the water. So yeah, I'm a water bug. Favorite activity for me right there. Okay, next question. What's the best thing about summer? Well, we have our friends and family gatherings. I love summer barbecues, getting everybody together, being outside the backyard, playing one of my favorite games, cornhole. I love that game. I know you just toss some bean bags, but it's fun. I like it. I enjoy it. And I'm double checking to see if I left anything out. But yeah, that's really, one of the main things that I look forward to. Next question is, what's your favorite summer memory? Okay, this one I actually had to write down because there was so much to it, so I just broke it down in sections. My favorite summer memory was with being away with my mom and dad. My dad used to have a job where every summer we go away on vacations, for conferences and stuff. And one of them happened to be in Marco Island in Florida. And at nighttime, it would be so gorgeous there. You would just, go night swimming, or you can go on the beach and there'd be a bonfire on the beach and just, just hanging out, and just a nice, awesome summer night. And just, I felt like I was, part of something big, even though I was like maybe 15, 16 at the time. I was able to sit in with everybody, with the adults. I was drinking those, what do you want to call it? Those non-alcoholic drinks. What do you call them? Shirley Temples. That was my thing. Shirley Temples and Marco Island. Definitely 100%. Okay. Oh, man. Not getting teary-eyed, but boy, does that bring back a lot of memories. Those, trips. There was just trips all over, south of the border. Just so many. And a lot of it would be during the summertime, because that's when the conferences would be held during the summer. Okay. What are my plans for this summer? Well, the fact that summer's already halfway over, do you believe? We're almost in August. That's like insane. But my plans are still the same as they have since the beginning of summer. Just sitting back, relaxing, catching up on some more pool time, because last year I don't think I used my pool once. It's a community pool, and everything. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's a big pool. And a lot of times when I go down there, I'm like one of maybe 3 or 4 people, and everything. But I've been doing my best trying to just get some extra vitamin D this year. Spend some time outdoors, listening to the birds and watching the community cats run around all over the place. Oh, driving me crazy. But you know what? Someone out here, I don't know who it is 100%, but they are fixing them because they're ear-tipped. So I do see the cats are ear-tipped. So I'm like, all right, someone's taking care of the cats. So I'm very happy about that. So 2 thumbs up out there if you guys are hearing this and you know who you are. And yeah, thank you. A million. Let's see. What is my favorite summer treat? Well, there's 2. Is it treat or food? I said treat. It's what is your favorite summer food? Well, my treat for summer food is watermelon. But my favorite food is actually homemade hamburgers, being made by scratch and being, barbecued on the grill and stuff. And then having, like the roasted corn on the side, also grilling away. Those are my favorite summer foods right there. And then, of course, you have all your fixings. You have your macaroni salad, potato salad, coleslaw. A friend of mine, she makes this awesome cucumber salad. I keep saying, send me the recipe, and I always keep forgetting. But if you're watching this, Mare, send me the recipe, please. Okay, that'd be awesome. Next up is, let's see, I'm losing my spot here. What is your favorite summer drink? Okay, well, I think I already mentioned one of them, believe it or not, is still Shirley Temple. I do enjoy having that. I also like the Virgin Pina Coladas and fresh lemonade, like ice cold, not so much pink lemonade, but just a real nice freshly squeezed lemonade. I love it. In fact, whenever I see lemonade stands, with kids and stuff, I do my best to stop and get some freshly squeezed lemonade. Not only am I contributing to the community, but I'm also getting a nice freshly squeezed drink out of it at the same time. Let's see, next. Do I have any summer traditions? Well, I don't know if you want to consider this a tradition, because I don't think I really have a summer tradition. So this was a trick question for me. However, I did write something down, because and I say if, because it's hard for me to do, I would not mind catching the sunrises and sunsets on summer days, The fact that I live on Long Island, and the way the sunsets and sunrises are, and the way Mother Nature makes those clouds look, can be so mesmerizing. I mean, I could just picture myself, you know, just sitting on like a stoop or something with my cup of coffee in the morning, watching the sunrise, and with the sun setting. I don't need to have a drink in my hand. I just need to have a phone in my hand and take that picture of a nice, awesome sunset. So that could be a fun tradition, you know, to do. I don't know. You guys have any traditions out there? Because that stumped me. I must admit, I got stumped. Okay, flipping the page. I keep rubbing my hands because I'm trying to keep this on so it doesn't fall off on me. And the serum is on my hands, so that's why I'm going like that. All right, next up is let's see. What's your favorite way to keep cool during the summer? I've been looking forward to this question, and I can't wait to give you guys my answer. Well, the first way anybody can keep cool is always hydrate. Drink water, you know. Don't gulp. I heard gulping is not good, so just sipping water throughout the day. Not always just plain water, you know. You want to have your electrolytes, you know, and stuff like that too. But that's one way of cooling your body down. Also, anybody who's new to my channel, I do have MS. I was diagnosed with it many years ago, so summertime and heat can get to me very, very fast without warning. So we want to keep my core temperature at par, I guess you could say, or at bay. So I do have some things that I use. Believe it or not, I don't have everything with me. I mean, I don't know where they are right now. But if it was gorgeous out today, I was actually going to go down to the pool this morning. Today was not that great. Today was cloudy. It was only in the mid 70s, so really, and rainy, so it wasn't a pool day. But I wanted to demonstrate how I use this hat. This is actually by a company. I don't know if they still exist or not. I've had this hat for years, called Hyperquell. Okay, and inside here you got this like white meshy material. It's a water hat. Now, what I mean, you know, you literally dunk it in the water and just pop it on top of your head to cool you off. So I do use it. I was going to demonstrate it. I was going to have a little overlay right now of me showing me down by the pool and using the hat and showing you how I do use it. But it's a great way to cool down on a very hot summer day. And then also, if I'm out and about and it's going to be really hot, that I have this shirt. I don't know if it's by Craft. I think it's actually, you know what? I think it's inside out. Hold on a second. Are you inside out? Yes, you are. It's like a mesh cooling shirt. And I think it came in different colors, black or white, but I went with white. And what it does is it sticks to your skin, you know, like a glove. And it's meshy material, like so. And it just, you know, it cools you down, you know. So you put this on first, you know. Well, obviously I put my bra on first and then put this on afterwards. And then whatever I'm wearing over it, you know, depending on what the outfit I'm wearing of the day is. I've worn this quite a bit this year. Do I have a feeling I'm still going to be wearing it this year? Yes. I've been trying to get my boyfriend to wear this. And it's either A, I keep misplacing it, or he'll say, okay, I leave it for him and he forgets and he doesn't take it. And I'm like, dude, you work outside all day. This would fit him. It's very stretchy. This actually is a size medium, but it does have some good stretch to it. So, yep, that's a cooling shirt. And then there's also other ways of cooling down. You just don't need to have, you know, like certain items and stuff. Days like, you know, when it's really hot and I want to cool down, I'll find me some shade. Also, if I'm stuck in a rut and I don't have like anything near me or even to drink or something, I'll find like running water, you know, in a bathroom or something, and I will literally run my hands, like my wrists, underneath cold water. It actually cools your veins down, and it's a known fact, because everyone I mentioned it to that does it says that it seems to work. It cools your core body temperature down a little bit. So, you know, these are things that work for me. If you guys know any others out there, let me know in the comments below. I know they also have like cooling vests and things like that. I haven't invested in those yet because, one, they're kind of on the pricey side, and you know, I'm okay. You know, so those are my ways I keep cool. And also, speaking of I'll leave this in my link in my description box down below. I had purchased this off Amazon a long time ago. Believe it or not, it's still a decoration. I think I used it maybe once. And I'm going to, now that, you know, we're doing this collab, makes me think, you know what? I'm going to use this on a regular basis again, just to make sure I'm hydrating properly. Because I've been noticing the more I go to doctor visits, the more and more hard of a stick I'm becoming when it comes to finding my veins. And I used to have happy veins that didn't mind giving blood or mind having, you know, an IV put in, you know, and stuff. And now my veins are just not happy. They're like, you're kind of dehydrated. So, you know, they want me drinking water before going to the doctor, you know, and stuff like that for a test now. So I've been working on that. And yeah, so let's see, what is next? What's the most unusual thing that I did during the summer holiday? It's funny, I just got done explaining this to Scott if he remembered. And believe it or not, I didn't think he would remember, but he did. And he started laughing. It was the late 90s. I remember that. And it was on 4th of July. And it was a scorcher. It was like around 95, very humid the day here, you know, in New York and stuff. And people are running around in their flip-flops, you know, their bathing suit, their shorts, their tanks, and everything like that. And what am I wearing? Sneakers, socks, sweatpants, sweatshirt. I actually had a jacket on at one point at nighttime around the bonfire. People were looking at me like I was insane. They're like, are you okay? You're making us hot just looking at you. I was so cold that one day, I don't know why. I still can't explain why. But everyone, you know, that was just like very, very unusual thing to do on the 4th of July. Did I forget to mention that it was on the 4th of July? Yeah. So everyone's blasting off the fireworks and I'm sitting there like this, watching them up in the sky. I was just so cold that day. I know, crazy. But he remembered that, which was even more crazier. And this is, believe it or not, starting to dry a little bit. But we are 22 minutes in. I think I left it on a little bit longer than I was supposed to. But you know what? That's okay for me. I like doing that sometimes. It says leave on for 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to take this off. We still have one more question. And then stick around because there's a giveaway. Look at this. I love this. I just love the pattern. That's so cute. Little butterflies. Sweet. Okay. And I don't think it said to pat. Well, believe it or not, it actually really soaked in a lot because there's hardly anything left to pat in. And I did forget to mention that this mask is from Be Pure. I do like their brand of sheet masks and stuff. Okay, and the last question was, if you could spend a summer anywhere in the world, where would it be? Honestly, the Caribbean. I've only been to Canada. That's it. I've never been out of the United States besides Canada, and I hear the Caribbean is a beautiful place, and I just would love the island. I mean, okay, I know I'm on Long Island and I'm surrounded by water, but it's different, you know. You're down south, you're closer to the equator. There's, you know, a new type of cuisine that I can, you know, get used to having, and you know, live music playing and everything like that. And you know, the funny thing is, now that I think about this, I was watching my own news station the other day, and they were talking about like things to do out on the East End, because where I live, the East End of Long Island, New York, there's Hampton Bays. And I think they said something along the lines that there's a Caribbean restaurant out there. Like they literally brought the Caribbean to the Hampton Bays. The restaurant began with an L. That's all I remember. I don't remember the name of the restaurant. But that's something I would definitely go and check out. And the Hampton Bays right now is about 40 minute drive from me, I want to say. You know, depending on traffic. In the summertime, could take you an hour and a half to get there. It all depends. Hampton Bays, you know, the Hamptons, they fill up really quick. Okay, so those are all the questions. Thank you, Kim, for coming up with these questions. They were so fun. Thank you, Teresa, for sending me the questions in the mail. That was even more funner, you know, and everything. I did also receive the questions from Kim. We usually, you know, send them back and forth and stuff when we do collabs, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, speaking of pretty cool, we all decided that we are going to do a 5 sheet mask giveaway. So this giveaway is going to run for 1 week. So today, well, let's see. I'm filming this the day before, so I think this is airing tomorrow, July 28th. Yeah, okay. So from July 28th for 1 week, there will, you'll have a chance to enter the giveaway. I'm trying to think of a word as I am talking. Please be publicly subscribed to me, myself, and I. Yeah, be publicly subscribed to myself, Kim, over at Hanging Out with Kim, and Teresa, Tea Time Adventures, in order to be entered into the giveaway. Now, pretty much the rules are all going to be the same. There just might be some tweaks, so please go in the description box on each channel and read the giveaway rules. I do want you guys all to use a word that want to enter the giveaway. I don't want to be, I do want to say, I was thinking butterfly, but you know what? I have a feeling others may use butterfly. The fact that this was raspberry scented, use raspberry in a complete sentence if you want to be entered into my giveaway. And this giveaway is open to United States residents only. Please be 18 years of age or older. And as always, with any skincare product, always check, to make sure that, it's a good fit for you, and possibly that you don't have any skin reaction. All the rules will be in my description box down below, so please feel free, check them out. I will pick my winner either on August 3rd or August 4th. I will post the winner in the community tab on my channel. And then right afterwards, I will also come back to this video and pin the winner's comment to the top. So they are definitely notified, indeed, that they are the winner. And then you will have about 48 hours to get in touch with me through my email account, which will also be listed down below in the description box. All right, there's some more rules down there, so just please check them out. And then the 5 masks that I plan on giving away, they all are fun. Fun for summertime, if you ask me. Okay. Who doesn't want to cool down, right, on a hot day? Well, this one is Soothing Restoring Naturals. This is by Biomiracle. It's a soothing collagen-based mask infused with cucumber and aloe. Now, guys, I can't tell you how this works because I've never tried this myself. So one of you lucky guys out there will be trying this. And this is one, I believe all of them, maybe one of them you don't pat in. Let's see. This one is remove mask and massage in the remaining serum. So, and this one you leave on for about 20 minutes. So that will be included. And then in the summertime, ice cream man rides on by. We like sprinkles on our ice cream. Why not have some sprinkles on our face with a Be Pure Sprinkles mask? Guys, I've used this before. This is a fun mask. I love it. You leave it on for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then afterwards, you just take it off and massage your face. Feel like $1 million. At least I do. And it's fun to wear. Okay. And then, of course, by the way, the first one was from Biomiracle. I think the rest are all Be Pure. So they're all from the same brand. But summertime, you think of mermaids. Mermaid face mask right here. I've used this one before in the past too. I love it. Do I want to use it again? Yes. But I don't have any right now. But someone else out there is going to. So this is a fun mask to use. And this is citrus scented. And you leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. And also massage into face once finished. I don't know if the sprinkles mask is... Oh, yes it is. See, I just noticed that now. The sprinkles mask is berry scented. So that's pretty cool. Next up we have is the Glitter Jelly Face Mask. Now this is watermelon scented. I have not tried this yet myself, but I will eventually. I've gone to the Dollar Tree not once but twice already. One was a very quick haul. One was a little mini haul, and I still haven't filmed it yet. What am I waiting for? I know. But it's cute. It's kind of like in the shape of a watermelon. I like it. So fun. And guys, we all did a butterfly mask. So one of you guys are also going to get the butterfly mask. So yeah, just make sure you guys use my word. Secret. Well, it's not a secret word, but just make sure you use the word that I asked everyone to provide. in a complete sentence down below, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Once again, the giveaway is open for a week, and just I believe I said already, but just make sure that you also, if you plan on entering the giveaway, also make sure to watch Teresa's video along with Kim's video. Enter their giveaways as well. They're also going to be doing sheet masks giveaways too, and I'm curious to see what they plan on giving away. On that note, I want to thank Kim for including me in this collab. This was fun. This made me think, man, why can't the sun come out right now? Well, you know, it's been out for a while, but of all days that I'm filming, it just happened to be a gloomy day. But you know what? It's summertime in here. It's bright. I love it. And if you're new to my channel, consider giving this video a thumbs up. It helps out the algorithm very well. It also lets YouTube know that you like what you see, and can sometimes push out my content. Let people know, saying, hey, she's out here, why don't you watch her? And as always, for Mask Monday, go check out everyone else that does Mask Mondays. There are hashtags and everything, and it's just fun. It doesn't have to be a face mask. It can be an eye mask, a hair mask, lip mask, hand mask, whatever it is you prefer. On that note, I hope everyone has a good day, night, wherever you may be. Stay tuned, and because I have not one but 2 reviews coming up and some other fun stuff coming up. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. And as always, welcome back to my returning subscribers. Until then, I'll see you soon. Have fun entering the giveaway. Let me know out of the giveaway, what's your favorite mask? Bye.